never be sure if your decision is right. But you can trust a heart that beats like crazy at the mere thought of what the decision may bring. I knew that my visit would mean so much to him, and that undoubtedly sparks would be flying all around. The bell sounded too loud in that time of night. Gasping for breath, I was standing at his door trying to come up with some stupid excuse for being there. I looked like I was talking to myself. I heard him approaching the door. I assumed he was looking through the peephole, so I fixed my hair and sent him a kiss. He unlocked the door right away and dragged me inside.
Well, well, look who's here.
You're surprised to see me?
Yeah, I must say I am. I got used to being rejected by you.
I ignored everyone around me because of the exams. You're not the only one who ended up being rejected.
But you're here now. I'm not even asking for reasons.
Great, because there's really no particular reason for my visit.
Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
In a split second, his hand slid from my cheeks to my shoulders. The warmth of his palms seemed comforting, and at the same time was arousing some new emotions in me. He looked sustained, while on the other hand, a heavy storm of emotions was raging inside me. Okay, now or never. Luckily, I was wearing sexy underwear under my clothes, and I couldn't wait to show it to him. He was standing opposite me and was watching me take off my clothes piece by piece. He started doing the same thing. When my t-shirt fell on the floor, his fell too.
I'm speechless.
I hope your hands aren't tied like your tongue. I'll need some help.
Finally! I was wondering how long you were gonna keep me tempted.
We made a step closer to each other with our lips still not touching. His fingers were roaming along my body until the very last item of our clothes ended up on the floor. It was a night to remember, as if it was the first time. All things considered, an evening in his company wasn't by any means a waste of time. We talked about everything and were getting closer to each other with each new minute. We were lying on the couch, snuggled one next to another, and talking about the things we were most ashamed of. In the time of social networks and texting, it's easy to create a false image of yourself. And just a few people can know what we're really like. Honey, I keep thinking about how perfect you are. Surely, there must be some things you're awful at, but I don't see them.
Don't idolize me. I'm not perfect. You're just in love with me, that's all.
I'm so in love with you that not even this cold shower of your words will get me down from cloud 9.
Don't be afraid to say what you feel. Is there something you're ashamed of? Have you always been a good girl?
It's a very long story. Just like any other girl, I used to do some stupid things when I was in love with someone.
I'd like to hear everything about it. I'll keep your secret, I promise.
It's a long story. If we're gonna talk all night, you'd better get us something to eat.
Now you're about to see the sandwich master at work.
As soon as he turned his back and went to the kitchen, I looked for my phone as I wanted to call Akiko. I knew she was waiting for my text. I found it on the floor next to my t-shirt. I took a photo of it to tease Akiko. I saw my boyfriend coming back from the kitchen carrying a tray full of sandwiches. He even made an effort to decorate it. I instantly threw my cell phone on the bed and focused my attention on him. You weren't fooling me. You have really excellent cooking skills.
Thanks, I did my best. I believe you're half as hungry as I am.
I am. Sorry, but I'll have to ruin your decoration.
Go ahead, I managed to impress you and that's what counts. It served the purpose.
How confident are you?
That's why you love me. And now, make some space on the bed for the tray. Move that phone aside, will you? Can't you do without it for just a second?
Oh, I was just replying to some texts.
Who texted you?
He was laying the tray on the bed with one hand, and he reached for my cell phone with the other. He saw I texted Akiko, and he winked at me. Huh. Luckily, I deleted chat history. Because otherwise, I wouldn't know how to explain all that stuff to him.
Here you go. Enjoy your meal.
Thanks, sweetie. These are the most delicious sandwiches I ever tasted.
Or maybe you're just too hungry.
I bit off a sandwich, which was really wholesome. There was simply no way I could take a bite without getting all messy along the way. He watched me struggling with that large sandwich and kept laughing at me.
Make some effort, for my sake.
And they say that you lose weight when you're in love.
You're my dirty-faced girl. You got some salad on your face.
So what? It's delicious.
I'll be taking you out only to places where they serve cutlery, just in case.
Hey, speaking of going out, I almost forgot. Akiko's dating Tadaki. You know that, right?
I'm familiar with that, but I didn't know it was getting serious.
Akiko's trying to tame her wild temper. And not to push Tadaki away.
It's hard to say they have a future, but I guess opposites attract. And what about them? They're not inviting us to their wedding, are they?
They're not that crazy. But I guess it would have been nice if the four of us went out together sometime. Tadaki is so reserved, and Akiko is ever cranky.
It's gonna be a fun night. Oh, we could go to a karaoke bar. It would be awesome.
I thought about that too. That way, we could make Tadaki sing the song he wrote for Akiko.
Akiko will be head over heels for him.
Akiko's already deeply in love with him, but she doesn't want to admit it.
Why is she always so detached and hostile towards guys? If I didn't know better, I'd say she likes girls more than guys.
Someone broke her heart. She hasn't let anyone approach her ever since.
Who's that guy? Has she talked about him?
Yes, but I never met him. She was supposed to meet him at the summer festival. But by the end of the night, we weren't in the mood for anything. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's forget about that. Just like Akiko did. She's moving on, you see? We're going on a double date.
I can't wait. Although I think it will be super weird seeing Akiko smile at a guy.
I'll try to spice up the atmosphere. I won't let them just sit in silence. It's gonna be fun.
Or eerily quiet. I'll arrange the details with Akiko.
Oh, look who it is! Isn't it our Queen of Humiliation?
Ahem. Hey, Akiko! We were just talking about the deal you and I made.
Oops! What's up, you two?
She told me it would be nice to go out with you sometime. Including Tadaki, your date, of course.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I have a great idea, Akiko. We should totally go to the karaoke bar, all four of us.
Oh, I should prepare myself then.
Keep practicing. But in case it turns out I'm a better singer than he is, no hard feelings.
You don't have to be best at everything, you know? Explain it to your boyfriend that he's never going to have an ear for music like Tadaki.
I know he's talented, but I won't be convinced in it until I hear him sing.
So tell me, Akiko, does he sing love songs to you before going to bed?
This talk is finished. I'll deal with you at karaoke.
Akiko, you're nuts.
I was kidding.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Bye!
See ya.
I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world.
We had a deal which encouraged the competitive spirit in him. He wanted to prove himself and be the center of attention, just like Akiko. However, I was beginning to feel strange fright because of the upcoming performance. I had a whole day to prepare for the stage. The following day, Tadaki and Akiko arrived there first and occupied the table by the stage. They were sitting opposite each other. Me and my boyfriend exchanged a look and understood each other perfectly. Tadaki was so sustained that it was uncomfortable to even see him like that, let alone be in his company. We came to them in high spirits, and sat in the way that made Tadaki pull his chair closer to Akiko.
Tonight's gonna be so fun. I've never been in a karaoke.
Akiko must have made you practice for this, am I right?
I did not! Tadaki, we don't have to sing if you don't want to.
Are you trying to evade this now, or what? Akiko, you want to give up?
Never!
What's this all about? I didn't think I'd find myself in a duel.
Fight is something you're gonna experience on a daily basis with Akiko. It's strange at first, but eventually you get used to it.
Haha, Akiko and I are just starting to get to know each other. I'm glad we're all here together, and I'm glad we're hanging outside college hours.
Exactly. And I'm glad Akiko agreed on this double date. I didn't hear much about you, Tadaki, these...
Maybe you... Akiko stepped on my foot under the table and smiled cynically.
I had, how shall I put it, minor law issues.
You're telling it to me. We heard about it. Mizuki took us all by surprise.
Betrayal is the right word.
I survived. I'll regain my reputation with hard work.
Did you talk to Mizuki after her statement?
I kept avoiding her, but she insisted on talking to me. I have nothing else to say to her.
I keep telling him he should report her for harassment, but he doesn't want to do it!
Akiko, you're always for radical moves. Maybe Mizuki just wants to apologize.
You're right, it didn't occur to me.
Leave Mizuki alone. Let's talk about you two.
The two of us are getting to know each other better each day. The beginning wasn't exactly perfect, but what can you do? Akiko forgave me, and it turned out well in the end.
Just because you're sweet and uncorrupted? I'm sure none of what you did was with bad intention.
Tadaki wrapped his arms around Akiko and kissed her on the forehead. The calmness on her face was enough for me to know how happy she was by his side. They were looking at each other lovingly, but they were one of those couples which rarely showed their emotions in public. My boyfriend took my hand under the table and held it tightly, in order to attract my attention. We kissed and remained sitting with our arms around each other. All along until we heard the beats of a familiar song.
Listen, everyone! It's Tadaki's song!
Well, it's not like it's really mine. It's just the lyrics that are mine.
You wrote a song and didn't brag about it. It's unforgivable.
I know the lyrics of this song. I heard it on the radio. Hats off to you, Tadaki.
I love this part before the chorus so much! Look, I got goosebumps! We have to sing it together! Come on, Tadaki!
Well, but it's a female vocal.
What difference does it make? Your girlfriend's gonna be thrilled. You go, man. Thumbs up.
I gotta record this.
We'll be singing next. Get ready.
What are we gonna sing? We didn't talk about it. We didn't even choose a song.
If we're gonna compete, Tadaki and Akiko, then it's only fair to sing the same song. Ready?
He stood up and offered me a hand as if he was inviting me to dance. I got overwhelmed with panic and fear.
Are you gonna join me or are you gonna blow me off?
Let's show them how we win over the audience. Their applause accompanied us to the stage, and then, hearing the first beats of the song, I was already able to feel my emotions taking over me. Standing side by side and with our eyes fixated at each other, we sang the song like it was written just for the two of us. It was a really special moment, and it stayed forever ingrained in my memory.
Hats off to you two. You make a perfect couple. Watching you sing like that, I could feel the power of your love and yearning for each other.
You did better than us! I admit it!
The two of us have known each other longer than Tadaki and you. We just let our emotions drive us now.
It was fantastic. Whenever you guys feel like going out, feel free to call us. This place is amazing.
It's a deal. Excuse me, guys, for a moment.
Where are you going, Tadaki?
I'm going to find the water. All this singing made me thirsty. The only flaw this place has is that you have to order drinks at the bar.
Since you're already going, get us a round of drinks, will you?
Sure thing.
Tadaki was standing at the bar and occasionally looking to the left. I couldn't see what he was looking at from where I was sitting. It seemed to me he was making faces and waving someone off. The detective in me woke up, so I excused myself and left the table, under the pretext of having to use the restroom. I went toward it and peeked around the corner to make sure Tadaki wasn't talking to himself. It turned out Mizuki was waving him from the front door and asking him to join her. I instantly became furious, but I decided to wait for Tadaki to return to our table, so I could deal with Mizuki. She was surprised to see me. Mizuki, what are you trying to do? It wasn't enough that you ruined Tadaki's reputation? Now you're stalking him too?
What are you doing here?
I'm here with my boyfriend and Akiko. You better get out of here before anyone sees you. Stop ruining our lives.
I made a mistake only because I wanted to be accepted. I'm not just some weirdo with a violin who lives in her own bubble. I don't have any friends. I'm stuck with a life my father predetermines for me.
Mizuki was crying a river. She got it off her chest in one breath, and she begged me for help. I listened to everything she wanted to say.
I wanted to apologize to Tadaki and to ask him for forgiveness. You're not gonna see me anymore. You can be sure about that. My father's sending me to another college, and I don't want to move.
Oh, that's so sad, Mizuki. I can only imagine how you must be feeling.
Do something. Please, help me.
Being naive brought Mizuki to a dead end. No one could trust her, and she didn't have any friends.